Red.
Let's try that shit again.
Well, the Giants began play all the way back in 1925. And almost 100 years later, this venue was built to house their next era. MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Up next, we're keeping it in the NFC for this one. Between the Arizona Cardinals and the New York Giants. Ball is teed up. Chase McLaughlin to do the honors. And away we go from East Rutherford. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game.
Got it. Ready?
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
60 by. Go.
Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. Touchdown, New York! The Giants take a 6-0 lead right away. So one snap, and they're in the end zone, Brock. Tell those stat keepers to be ready. Might be a very busy game for them.
I'm kind of up for that. You kind of like that little pace?
A hundo, partner. 100%.
Got to do it on the ground to boot. What a way to begin the proceedings. The first punch thrown in the 4-quarter boxing match ends up being a haymaker.
Reed now to kick this one away. Brings in the kick at the 9. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Throwing on 1st down. Here's Murray. Escapes out to the left. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Incomplete pass on 1st down, so still at the 40. It's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Omaha.
Here he goes, third and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up. And, partner, I think we just got to look at what's going to be one of their biggest challenges in this one, operating quick enough to neutralize that pass rush.
That's right. And I know it's very, very early, obviously the opening drive, but hits like that compound. That's why defenses stress it each and every week to get after the quarterback, because hits like that can have an effect throughout.
Fourth down. Here comes Kai Kroger to punt. And this will bring a drive that had some promise to a disappointing end. And this will stick him back a ways. That punt hits and jumps out of bounds near the 14. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10.
Ready.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Finds the in route, complete. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Let's go now. Gravity lock. Ready.
The give now out of the shotgun. Got the give on the zone read, and the defenders were waiting for him. He goes down for a loss.
Cut 19. Cut 50. Cut 50. Mustang 19. Go.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Connects on the crosser. He's going to bring this down to their 35. He picks up 28 on the play. And it's good for a New York first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
All set to go now from the 35. From the gun, here's a handoff. He's going to get inside the defense's 30 here. Looks to be a gain of about 6 on the play.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. He's going to go down. The Cardinals got to him. Working quickly here. Third and long for him here. Looking slant route, complete. And that will not be enough for a first down. They send out Eddie Pinheiro for the field goal. This a 50-yard look from the right hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that will add to their score.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all this concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Here's a return from the 7. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. stride with a design run. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Offense up to the line fast. They give on second to Benson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of 2 follows up a gain of 1. And now they're left with 3rd and 7. Throw here, 3rd down. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going. That incompletion won't help.
The Cardinals out for the punt. Kai Kroger is going to kick this one away. And this is the punt you want every time. It bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. First down throw here from Richardson. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Back to the air, it's Richardson. Finds a seam down the middle. It's an excellent look to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. Give him 24 on that play. And the Giants are going to have the first down. Now Richardson to throw. Finds his back complete. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And it's good for a New York first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Back-to-back carries here. And he'll get him a handful on that run as we've reached the end of the first. Well, these top-tier offenses have brought the firepower so far. Plenty of points in that first quarter. It's a 10-0 ball game. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Richardson dumps it off to his running back. Not a lot available to him. It's to the 38. Luda Baker bringing that one to an end.
19 Light. 60 Bobcat. 60 Maverick. 18 Pioneer.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Almost getting close, and they take him down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
A quarterback clock. It is so important to play in the position and playing it efficiently. You got to know, you got to have that clock in your head because that's enough time in this league to get rid of the ball. That's a lesson this QB's got to learn.
Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. And dose of the hurry up here.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
To the air on this first down, Richardson. He beams wide open, downfield, got it! And got his man, touchdown, New York. The Giants make it a 16-point ball game. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Pinheiro good on the extra point. And the Giants take a 3-possession lead. Reed now to kick this one away. Starting at the 10. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Murray. And the Giants are on him, and he goes down. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play. Step up to a 2nd and 11 here following the sack. Benson now from the gun. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Giants with an extra DB out there now. 3rd down. Quick pass, right side, complete. Decent gain here, but short of the first. The Giants using their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Hey.
On 4th down, here's Murray. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop. Get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
From the 6.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Panther 11, Panther 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Mustang 19. Buffalo 18.
Richardson now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And it sets up 2nd down. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't honed the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
Still working from the 30 as they line this up, 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Thrown back, it's the handoff. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Josh Sweat making the stop. Moving quickly, trying to get set. Richardson on 3rd. Hits his running back. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field's thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
On the jump.
Inside of field goal range, but the kicker ain't moving. They're going for this.
18. 19.
Trying to throw for it with Richardson. Got a man and Neighbors has it. And he will get the first as they touch him down.
Ready. 60.
From the red zone on 1st. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Kid, I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
Richardson now on 2nd and 10. Finds him over the middle. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on 3rd down.
19. Mustang 19. 70 Ranger. Go.
They'll air it out on 3rd. And he's going to go down. The Cardinals got to him. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down. Clock is ticked down. We've reached our 2-minute warning. The Giants leading the way here at MetLife. Piniero's kick is good. And they're able to tack on 3 more to this lead before halftime.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. 1st and 10, Murray. He puts some air under it deep down the left. And they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that 1st down throw, swatted away by the defense.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
On 2nd and 10, it's Murray. Escapes the pocket. He's running with it. Oh, Murray lost it. And it looks like the Giants got to that one. Oh, boy, they were very lucky to get a chance to tackle him there. Even luckier that they forced that fumble on what was an incredible run.
Quarterbacks do a lot of ball security drills in the pocket, spend a lot of practice time, but not out in the open field. Well, not until next week when that QB is going to get a little lesson on the practice field.
Richardson now on 1st and 10. Rolling left, buying some time. Caught by Theo Johnson. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They get 19 on that pickup. And the Giants are going to have the 1st down.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. But you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Here's Richardson. Finding Johnson once more. And he gets this forward to the 19.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
Only need the smallest little bit of yardage here. It is 2nd and inches. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and AT for attack, exactly what he just did.
3rd and short yardage here, Richardson. Room to the right. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And he will take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Giants get more points to end a lopsided 1st half. Extra point try now from Pinheiro. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants continue piling onto this lead. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. He'll take this at the 10. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. One last play before the break. Looks like a design keeper for Murray. There he goes, right sideline. Hits the 20. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half.
Kate, you saw me chuckling. You know I love celebrating that run, but you know what I really love? I really love watching those linemen. And they just get to celebrate. They love an explosive play like that. Doesn't mean a long extended drive, just a whole bunch of celebration.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cardinals still have a lot of work to do, Brock. It's a 20-point difference now. Reed now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. First call here coming from the shotgun. And off to Benson to start the drive. He was descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. Tackle made by Miles Murphy.
Come on.
Here's a design run. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Offense in the hurry up here. Murray to throw here on 3rd. Has him on the quick hitter. We got the football drop, but not the first. That stopped just shy of the marker. 4th down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They aren't going for this.
Close.
They'll run. It's Benson. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. Working quickly here.
Omaha.
Murray here on first down. He's throwing deep to the left side. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he can't get there, but what a gain. Down to the goal line. He's pushed out just a couple yards short. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal. Tyler with a chance to run it here. And he won't get in. The daylight was there for just a second, but it closed just in time to keep him out. So it's going to be second and goal. Here's a design run. Murray has it. The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short. He's keeping it. Gotta get it forward. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Cardinals cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Kyler Murray touchdown. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Cardinals drop the lead back to 13. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flight. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone, so we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up first and 10.
Ready? 18 Cardinals.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Offense in the hurry up here.
19 Lions. 70 Rangers.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Dumped off to his running back. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Third and 4 coming up now.
18 Cardinals. Let's go now. Hey.
On the shotgun, it's Richardson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And their fourth sack of the game, Brock, brings up fourth down. The Giants readying to punt, and they're going to send out the lefty, Jamie Gillen, for the kick. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this first and 10. They send a man in motion. They're going play action. It's Murray. Snared by the running back. Here's Trey Benson. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. Offense to the line fast. Benson on first and 10. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Short pass brought in. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. We'll go with a design keeper. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
That's one.
Murray thrown again on 2nd and 10. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain.
Oh, that's a major missed opportunity right there. Coverage can breathe a little sigh of relief. They dodged a bullet. Time to adjust and get some extra help on the back end to take away those open shots downfield.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Man in motion here. That one's out and cut on the right side. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Swim. On the hole.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Throwing again, Murray. Strong running inside the 30. And Murray hits the ground safely, picking up the first down on that run. That excitement brings us to the end of the quarter. They'll have a shiny new set of downs to play with to start the 4th. It's Cardinals ball, and they could use a score. They come into the 4th trailing. To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
Come back.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Getting out to his left. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. Working quickly here. Here's Murray, 1st and 10. Finds Benson out of the backfield. And he will wind up out of bounds after a first down gain of right around 3 yards.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. Offense up to the line fast. They'll run here. It's Benson. And he is into the end zone for an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals now within 1 score in the 4th. Trey Benson, the touchdown. McLaughlin tacks on the extra point. And the Cardinals get it back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. He dodged the tackle. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down. A dose of the hurry up here. Going to the ground again on first. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Go! 70 Lions! Go!
Richardson. Buying some time right. Dumps it off to his running back. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Here we go, shot. Ready?
Looking to throw. Hits his running back. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
Mustang 19. Trap 60, trap 50. 79 Broncos. 60 Eagles, 60.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
18 Cardinals.
They'll try and punch it in. And he's going to advance them down to the 4-yard line. He gets them 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd and goal.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Ready?
Throwing now, Richardson. And he will score. Touchdown, New York. The Giants make it a 2-possession game here in the 4th. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Here comes a 2-point try partner, Richardson, bringing his offense to the line.
18 Cardinals, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he has it inside the end zone. That's going to add 2 to their lead here late. Well, Brock, the run's certainly an option as they lined up for 2. But as an offense, what are you looking for when you decide to throw it instead?
Well, you've spent all week working on these plays, and usually you have 2 or 3 that you like. That run game, you're right, you can run it. But there's so much more space with creativity in the passing game. Good offenses, elite offenses, they find a way not just to practice it, but to execute it when it matters.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Off the play action, here's Murray. Trying for the deep ball. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
It's McBride downfield, and he's got it. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. Offense in the hurry up here. On 1st and 10, it's Murray. Sends this to the end zone. Somebody there, and he knocks it away. Couldn't connect for it all on that first down, so back to the drawing board they go for second. Back to the air, Murray. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning. Murray on 3rd down. Trying to push deep downfield. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Cardinals losing by 14. Down in the 4th, offense staying out there for this. Desperation time here. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked off by Billy Bowman.
Okay, that's just one of those situations. It is so difficult to be a quarterback in that spot. It's kind of like being a pitcher in a 3-0 count. You just oftentimes don't win, and you feel like you got to force the issue, and you force the issue, yeah, interceptions follow.
Now run here from the gun. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
70 Ranger.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. He's got it over the middle. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Handoff now from the gun. And he's going to gain about 3 yards as they bring him down.
This defense may have been headed the wrong way initially on that counter run, but they never lost contain. As that play shifted back, they flowed with it and caught him before he could break it up the sideline.
Here we go, set. 70 Lions, Dragon 60. Warriors, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Go.
They're going to pass it here. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Buda Baker picks it off. And the Cardinals are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Okay, I think you can almost sense a little bit of a hesitant spark out there. Nobody is going to get too excited. You're still down 2 scores, but there's a little flash of hope, a little flash of optimism. Their defense just gave the offense by taking the ball away.
Rolling into enemy territory. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. Give him 24 yards on that one. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down. Operating from the gun, here's Murray. Completed to his running back. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal. The Cardinals decided to use the first of their 3 timeouts. You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. Chased out to his right. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Nearly got to the end zone there.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. He even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
From the gun, it's Murray. Escapes the pocket. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game. This is a tough spot to be in. It's 3rd and very long.
Buzz. Big Ace. Green. Move. 2.
Throwing now. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So that brings up 4th and long.
There's a lot of studies done every offseason, Kate, about the best red zone offenses. And typically, it's about creative quarterbacks doing just what he tried to do right there in extending the play out of the pocket. The problem is there was just nowhere for him to go with the ball.
Come back. 2.
Here he goes, one final shot. And he won't come through on 4th and goal. So here at MetLife, it's the G-men who come away with the win. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb, going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happens over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game. And this offense certainly was today.
This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here